Hello there everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. Usually I've done a video today. I was just unable to because the whole day the only person that was on my mind was the man in the background here. Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, who just died yesterday at the age of 36. For those who aren't a wrestling fan, Bray Wyatt is a WWE Superstar signed WWE who has one of the most captivating characters you could find in wrestling. And I wish I could show you footage of him. I wish I could show you guys who he was and how captivating he was. But I can't, because WWE wouldn't let me. They'd immediately copyright me and make me have to not show it. So, I can't. But, what I can do is talk about it. Because Bray Wyatt was I'm trying out the words to describe it because you can't. I didn't plan this out. I didn't even plan to do a video today, but I wanted to talk about Bray Wyatt. He was a man who was able to captivate an audience from the moment he entered the scene. The moment he walked into a room, he captivated. Because I can't speak to him as a person. Because I don't know him as a person. But you watch him and you saw the passion he has. Well, he started off, and the first time I saw Bray Wyatt was already back in 2010 when he wasn't called Bray Wyatt. He was called Husky Harris. And he was just this big guy who was a wrestler. Big chubby guy who was a wrestler. And it was... there wasn't much to him then. But he went to a place called FCW and he created this character called Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt first was a cult leader. This cult leader character. And he came out and he perfectly did what cult leaders do. He just would talk. And he would captivate you and grab your attention. And he was able to do that to such a degree that you would just believe whatever he was saying. Even though it's complete nonsense, you believed it. And he debuted on this show called NXT. And he had these characters. And he had this character. And he introduced and he would talk. And he had these two guys with him. Named Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and what them two were just these two men who looked like they just come out of a swamp. They had dirty clothes, and they didn't look nice. They didn't dress nice. They didn't do anything like that. Eric Rowan had this like boiler suit on. It was this, it's weird look, but it worked perfectly for who he was, and he was able to captivate an audience and grab your attention with these characters. Then he went on to Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, the main shows in WWE in 2013, summer of 2013. And he captivated an audience there, and he feuded with the likes of Kane and Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, John Cena, all these names in wrestling. And he was able to anytime he was able to grab your attention and make you listen, which is hard to do these days, but he was able to make you listen to him and make you hear him. And captivate an audience, and he had his audience, and they were called the Fireflies, and he when people go on, they'd put the light on their phone. You know, we take a picture or like a flashlight, they put the flashlight on in their phone and it would show it in the darkness of his entrance. It's an amazing sight. And he showed us, and he was able to just make you entertained and make you engaged by what he did. He then when he feuded with John Cena is when you truly saw how much the people loved Bray. You would see he was cheered more than Cena was. John Cena, one of the biggest stars, but in 2014, Bray was the guy. And it was just it was just amazing to see. And then he went on to, you know, feud Roman Reigns, and he'd feud with The Shield, and the match with Daniel Bryan in Royal Rumble 2014 was a banger match. The Shield 6-man, when it's Bray, Luke Harper / Brody Lee, and Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. These two groups that had formed and risen and become these big, like, dominant groups, and they build up to this one match where they clash at Elimination Chamber 2014. And before these guys even do anything, the crowd is chanting, "This is awesome." Before these guys even touch each other, just the thought of these two groups colliding got the crowd invested to chant, "This is awesome." Yeah, then Bray won SmackDown Tag Team titles. He won the WWE title in Elimination Chamber 2017. Would go on to have a WWE title match at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, lose to Randy. That'd be the one. If y'all wrestling fans, y'all know this one. That's the match where they just have bugs all over the ring and bugs all over the just appear on a canvas. Not actual, just, you know, images and all that. It was very weird. Didn't click with crowds at all. And then Bray would float around and they wouldn't fully do anything with him, and then came a character, it came a thing called the Firefly Funhouse. Now I want to talk about the Firefly Funhouse because at the start, I'm gonna straight be honest. This is very honest, right? This is just me. This is your chance to make fun of me, because when I first saw the Firefly Funhouse, I thought it was a Snickers commercial. You know, the Snickers commercial when someone's not like how they usually is, and they go eat a Snickers, and then those type of commercials. They were doing it at that time, so I thought they were doing one with Bray, where he's like Mr. Funhouse, and then when they give him the Snickers, he becomes old Bray. That's what I thought the character they were doing. My stupid ass didn't realize what was going on because I had missed the teases with the puppets beforehand, leading up to the actual first Firefly Funhouse. So I didn't know that was a thing. So that became the issue I had. It was because I didn't know that, I saw that. But once I realized it was return, at first I was annoyed with his return, because I'm like, what have you done with Bray Wyatt? What have you turned Bray Wyatt into? What have you turned him into? But then as like most people do, once you pay attention to it, you somewhat got a bit more engaged with it. You somewhat got a bit more intrigued by it. Because at first I didn't know the lore as much as everyone else did, but once it was explained, you could see why people were intrigued by it, captivated by it. You could see the love people had for it. And it led up to the reveal of The Fiend, which is just the character of all characters. It is this supernatural demon. It is this... If you want old school wrestling, it ain't for you. But if you want fun, insane characters, which I enjoy, The Fiend was your character. Now, my friend loved him more than I did. My friend bought that belt, and listen, I still will stay with this thing. That belt was way too expensive and is, still fugly looking. That belt design, the Fiend belt design is not pretty. And just because a man dies doesn't make the ugly thing more prettier. It's still, but I get why he loves it now. He's glad he got it. Still say, but he spent too much on it. Anyways, what made me thing is you watch SummerSlam 2019 when The Fiend debuts, and you watch that show, and you are fucking captivated. That entrance is insane and beautiful in its way. The way he come, that let me in thing. You have the dark version of Bray's original theme, more hardcore version. You have Bray, the Fiend's entrance, and then he has old Bray Wyatt character head as a lantern. They should have. I don't know if they sold those. They should have, for sure. If they didn't, I think they did though. You have all that, and you have Bray, and you have entrance where he's facing Finn Balor, and he destroys Finn Balor, and he doesn't waste a beat, and you're captivated the entire time, and that's what Bray was great at. He made you watch what he was doing. That is what made Bray Wyatt so special. Now, I know there were people who are better way of describing Bray better than I can, and the lore of Bray, and all that, but I wanted to talk about him because I can't believe he's gone. Like, I found out he had passed because Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful did a live stream on their YouTube channel, and it was titled Bray Wyatt Passes Away. And I was hoping it was clickbait. I was hoping Sean had clickbaited me, and I would have been okay with it, as long as it wasn't true. But I looked, and then Triple H did his tweet and confirmed it. And it was the most gut-punching death I have ever experienced in wrestling. It was worse than Brody Lee's. And I think the reason it was worse than Brody Lee's is I felt more connected to Bray than I did Brody. Which is not a dig at Brody in any way. It's just, that was just the case I was in. Yeah, when I first saw that, I was hoping it was fake, but then once I knew it was true, I felt so gut-wrenched, and I had to leave my apartment and go for a walk, just to breathe, and see if I could get it to sink in fully, and it still hasn't a day later. And we lost Terry Funk 2 days ago, but I think what makes the thing with Ding is people are more gut-wrenched by Bray for multiple different reasons. I think with Bray is age, 36 years old, so young, had kids, had a wife, had a family, All the merch apparently they sell on WWEshop.com will go to the family. Although apparently, by what I've been told, they only have females when it comes to like T-shirts and that. Which is really annoying because I wanted to buy a shirt. I want a Bray Wyatt shirt now. I never got a chance to buy one, and I really want one, but I don't think I get a chance with all females. If anybody's got a shirt they want to send me, I'd love to have one. But what makes, I think the other reason the death is with Terry Funk, because they're the two deaths that have Terry Funk. Terry Funk is 70-something years old, right? I think he was 76, something like that. So he's at an age where you're not fully, you're heartbroken that he's gone, but you're not shocked he's gone. You know what I mean? Bray's was planned for his return. Like the rumors were they were planning Bray's return, and Bray was trying to get cleared. And then apparently, by what we've gathered, Bray had gotten COVID, and it caused a heart thing, what caused a heart problem he's had to kind of flourish up, and then he had a heart attack, and it took his life. And I don't want anyone on here with your conspiracy theory stuff. If you're one of those people who just can't resist with conspiracy theory crap and him dying, I don't want to hear it. Just don't even comment. Just go away. I know my video, like there were many people, like you watch Booker T and his podcast. He finds out live, and it's insane to watch, and you see all the love people have, and it's unfortunate, as I've seen people say, that it has to be a death that brings wrestling people together. It can't be anything else. It can't be a wrestling company put on a show, good show, big show. It can't be anyone winning something. It has to be someone being gone, and that is unfortunate. That's heartbreaking that that's the case. I wish it wasn't that way, because we don't get the chance as wrestling fans to appreciate what we have and who we have to entertain us. We don't realize that until they're gone, and it's unfortunate. It really is. I don't really know much else to say on it. It's a tough situation. It's still a situation. It's still a thing I haven't fully recovered from, and it's really weird. They did a tribute show, and I don't think that's helping. They did a tribute on SmackDown, and they did this video package, which is another thing I wish I could show, because it's fucking beautiful. The video of that, check it out, please, on WWE's YouTube channel. It just says WWE pays tribute to Bray Wyatt. Watch it. It's amazing. And it shows just how much of a kind and loving and happy and positive person Bray was, and how he brought a smile to everyone around him. And it's just unfortunate that we lose the good people so early. We lost Brody. Jay Briscoe was another wrestling one we've lost. All this year, it was just not all this year. Brody we lost in 2020, but we lost Jay Briscoe and Bray this year. And it's just, it sucks that it sucks that the best ones we lose early, and the ones who should leave and be lost are always still around. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. Thank you all for listening. Let me know what your favorite Bray Wyatt moment is. Let me know what he meant to you, your thoughts on him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.